Welcome back to Everyday Iowa. Well, we have another bookstore on our Iowa Independent 2025
Bookshop Tour.
Bookstop Tour. We have Jenn Draper from HEA Book Boutique with us. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, so we want to talk about all the fun books that you have too, because you're a little more specialized.
Yeah, we're very niche.
You are.
Yeah.
But it's some great summer reads.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, first let's kind of talk about this passport, because it's such a great thing for independent bookstores.
It's been amazing. This is our second year doing it, and we have 45 bookstores across the state that are participating, which is a really phenomenal. It's up 10 from last year.
Okay, I was going to ask, I couldn't remember how many were on last year.
Yeah, we had 35 last year, 45 this year, and we know there's more opening in the next few months, and so it'll be great to get them in on the third year of this. But you just have to visit at least 2 of us and make a purchase to get a stamp, and then once you've gotten that stamp, you're eligible for some of the prizes. If you get all 45, you're eligible for obviously much larger prizes. But it's just been a really great way for us to see new audiences, new clientele. It's become kind of a touristy thing, so we've had people from we've had people from Wisconsin and Michigan who are participating, Illinois, and they just come up for for the weekend to visit bookstores.
And to visit bookstores, it brings people to our state, but they can see all these amazing independent bookstores that we have here in Iowa.
And bookstores are an important part of a community, a thriving community, right? So the wonderful thing is that they get to come up, but they also get to see like the coffee shop and grab lunch at the restaurant down the street, and participate in some of our festivals or farmers markets. So it's a really wonderful way to show off what we've got.
Yeah. What does this mean to an independent bookstore?
Especially this time of year, the summer kind of slow down for us because it's sandwiched in between Independent Bookstore Day, which was really successful in April, and then kind of as we get into the holiday shopping season in October, there's sort of a lull in the summer, so it's a really good way for us to remind people that we're there. We do see a pretty significant increase from shoppers at this time of year with this program. So.
Let's talk about your bookstore in particular, because you are niche.
I am.
But you're a fun one.
Yeah, we're all romance.
Yes.
All romance. So we carry contemporary romance, fantasy romance, dark romance, all kinds of different stories within those areas.
Which HEA stands for?
Happily Ever After.
Are they all happy, all the books you have?
I try really hard to make sure that at least by the end of the series, everyone is happy.
Okay.
So sometimes the book isn't necessarily, but by the end of the series it is.
So you have to read the whole series, then. You have to come in and buy it all.
Absolutely. You have to come get them all.
What are you reading this summer? What are some of the great ones you have out?
I'm actually in the midst of this one. It comes out on Tuesday. Okay. It's called The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. Oh, you're already in the midst of it, though, so you're ahead of the game. It's so good. It's an enemies to lovers. It's a fantasy romance. It's got a lot of magic in there, some STEM elements, but it's a true enemies to lovers with amazing British dry humor.
I love British dry humor.
I know, it's so funny. I've found myself so many times laughing out loud. So loved that one. But there's Lilith, this story of Lilith, and kind of a reimagining of Lilith's story is coming out also. But then we also have your summer beachy reads. This one is set in Italy. It's a vacation love story. So beautiful language. Yeah, it's perfect for the summer. And then we've also got, everyone fawns over these pretty edges. So we do carry a lot of these.
Too. I'll be honest, I know, it's funny. You get it for the book. I'm like, oh, but if it's a pretty cover and like this.
I know.
It draws you to it.
It really does. Yeah, I have a shirt. We make our own t-shirts and things like that to sell at the store as well. And so I have one that says, I do judge a book by its cover, because we all do it a little bit.
Speaking of, but you do have like other merch there.
Yeah, we carry all kinds of bookish gifts as well. So tote bags and t-shirts, we've got bookmarks, we've got little page holders, just fun, funky things you haven't maybe seen in your Target or whatever.
Right. If people want to get more information about HEA Bookstore or about the Passport, how do they do that?
Absolutely. So you can go to our website, heabookboutique.com. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And then the Iowa Indie Bookshop Tour also has their own Instagram, Facebook, and website.
Okay. And one more time for the Passport, you just have to visit 2 different independent bookstores, which is really easy to do.
You can do. There's 3 of us within a mile and a half in Marion.
So it's right there.
You can knock them all out.
You can, and then that gets you into the drawing.
Yeah.
But if you visit all of them, then you're in for
a much larger prize. So
Yes.
like one of the prizes is a $300 gift card to your bookstore of choice.
I
So,
love that so much.
we're really excited about those.
Okay.
It is running, the whole contest runs through September 30th.
Okay.
So you have the opportunity over the next 3 months before school gets started.
easy.
But yeah,
You have all the time in
You
the
have
world to
all the
do it.
time to do it, yeah.
Yes.
And we also on the website for the Indie Bookshop Tour have kind of routes identified. So if you're in Cedar Rapids and you want to see how to get to all of them, we've got a route planned for you.
Perfect.
If you're in Iowa City, if you're, if you're going to the west side of the state.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here today.
Of course.
Really appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Well, coming up, we take you to Rise Skin and Body, the female and family-owned